Corey, welcome to Tampa. I was curious in your thought process. Like, I'm sure you could have got maybe some more money other places. Just what's made Tampa the right fit for you in joining this group?
Well, I think obviously their winning culture has in the last few years and previously that they had some success. So, but coming into a team, I mean, I've seen firsthand the last 2 years, winning. So, at the end of the day, where I'm in my career, I want to win. I want to be a part of that, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mary Fiallo.
Hey Corey, just kind of curious how this all developed in terms of when you started your interest in Tampa and what other teams might have been looking at you. And I know you said that obviously the winning culture was a huge part of your decision to come here, but you've had a firsthand look at what this team can bring over the past 2 seasons playing against them in the Cup final.
Mm-hmm. To answer your first question, yeah, there were some teams we talked to, and obviously Montreal was a big part of that. And Tampa came along. It's like I said, it's an exciting time for my family, for myself personally, to go down there and help them try to win again. But I have to say that I have to say thank you to Montreal. Marc Bergevin, the organization, Jeff Molson, the owner, and they gave me a chance last season. I knew coming into that season that I'd be starting on the taxi squad and having to prove myself, and they gave me that opportunity. So I have to say thank you to them, and really appreciate everything they did for me.
John Liu.
Hi, Corey. Sort of a two-parter. First of all, just wondering, even though your stay with Montreal was a short one, how will that experience play into your memories in your career, considering your attachment to the team? And my second one is, what was the deciding factor in Tampa's favor that made you decide to choose them over the Canadians in terms of contract?
Well, for your first question, I mean, Montreal was my favorite team growing up. So to put on that jersey, to step into the Bell Center, unfortunately, there's no fans for the season, but having an experience in the playoffs and seeing the fans, how passionate they really are, inside and outside it was special, and it's going to rank up there, for me in my career, just as one of the top things I've ever done. You grow up watching the Montreal Canadiens, and to, like I said, to put that jersey on, to step in the arena in the Bell Center, to sit in that dressing room, look up and see the names that have gone through that dressing room and played for that team. It's pretty special. And your second question, at the end of the day, they came with a two-year offer, and that's something I wanted to happen, and it was it's something I jumped at right away. Down to Tampa to be a part of that team.
Eric Earlson.
Having been on the other side of this team's success the past 2 years, I mean, is there a sense of awkwardness at all in joining this team, considering what's happened the last 2 years, and maybe that first time you stepped into the locker room?
I mean, it is what it is. They're a very good team, and they beat us the last 2 years in Dallas and Montreal. I mean, but once you get there, I've talked to a few guys already. You say your congratulations, and then you move on. I mean, there's not much else you can do. I'm trying to help the Tampa Bay Lightning win another Stanley Cup.
Brian Burns.
Hi, Corey. Welcome to Tampa. Just wondering if you've talked to Julian Breezeball at all about what your role might be with the Lightning in these next 2 seasons.
I talked to him quickly last night. It was just more of a introduction and a hi, hello, and we both said we're excited to get started. I haven't dug deep into, what my role is, where I'll be, who I'm playing with. So I haven't done any of that yet. So I'm sure that's to come.
Eric Erlinson.
Or you win the cup at such a young age in your career with Anaheim. What's that pursuit been like here, especially later in your career? And then having mentioned, being so close the last 2 years to get that, try and get your name on the cup again.
I mean, sometimes when you win it so young, you take it for granted. And, I said that this year in Montreal. I said, when we were down 3-1 to Toronto, is you never know if you're going to get this chance again. You may not make the playoffs ever again. You never know where this can go. And we use that as motivation. I mean, when you're 20, 22 years old and you get your name on the cup, you have no idea if you think it's going to happen every single season. But it took me 14 years to get back. So you have to come into the season. You have to do everything you can possible to put yourself in the right position. And we're looking to do that again in Tampa.
Joe Smith.
You mentioned at this stage of your career, obviously you want to win, and it's really seemed like you were really well liked and loved in that room in Montreal, especially younger players that were there, guys you work with like Nick. And how much have you taken to that, maybe more of a role later in your career of being kind of, I'd say a leader, but mentor some younger guys, a lot of young kids too in Tampa that are kind of finding their way here and want to get in the lineup. Just how do you feel, kind of view yourself in that role as it has evolved in your career?
Well, I like that. I like helping younger guys along the way. I mean, I was a younger guy. I had great support around me in Anaheim. My first 3 seasons, I had, Teemu Solani, Scott Niedermayer, Chris Pronger, Rob Niedermayer, and the list goes on. So, I learned a lot from them, what it takes to be in this league, how to stay in this league, and prepare yourself each and every day. And I'm just trying to pass on, whatever I can to help the younger guys.
We'll do one more question. Mary Fiallo, go ahead.
Corey, I imagine there has to be a few players on this roster you're excited to play with, but what about getting to reunite with Pat Maroon there? You guys had some history together in Anaheim, so what's the excitement of getting to play with him again on the same side?
Yeah, no, it's exciting for sure. He's a very close friend of mine, and to get to lace them up again with them is going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. But there's a lot of great players on that team. I mean, you have stars and guys that are going to be stars. So I'm just looking forward to get to know everybody, getting on the ice with everybody, and being a part of it, and see where we can go with this.
Corey, thank you very much for your time, bud.
All right, no problem. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.